The Maggid of Dubna tells a story of a man who had many sons and many servants. And once he needed to take a trip. And because of the expense involved, he had to leave the servants behind. He could only take his sons. So he gave different tasks to the different sons that they should do. But the main task, the most important task, was that one of them should be a cook, should cook for the others. And really there was only one son who knew how to cook. And the problem was, though, that this son was a little bit hot-tempered and he didn't always get on very well with his brothers. And the father was worried that if there's a fallout between the brothers, this son will only cook for himself and his brothers would have to go without food. So what did he do? He said to the servants, when you pack the bags, make sure to pack in only large pots. The small pots give away, throw away. Pack in the large pots. Because in large pots, it's impossible to cook a very small amount of food. In this week's Parsha, we learn that when a farmer gives his tithes, so then he is blessed with prosperity. But when he withholds his tithes, so then he is cursed with poverty. And the question is, why specifically this mitzvah of tithing? Why over here does the Torah speak about prosperity and poverty? Why here? The answer is that when the Jewish people would come into Eretz Israel, and each person would get his field, his vineyard, each person would be involved with his land, there would be a problem. They would lose the wonderful spiritual connection that they had had as they traveled through the wilderness. They traveled through the desert. They wouldn't have that spiritual connection. And that connection is vital. It's vital to be connected. It's vital to, if we're just living material, physical lives, then there's no purpose to our life. There's no taste to our life. We have to be connected to upper world. We have to have the influence of those who teach Torah, and those who learn Torah with us, and those who pray with us. And this was the tribe of Levi. The tribe of Levi had always been special, that even in Egypt, they were the ones who stayed away from Pharaoh. They were the ones who dedicated their lives to the service of Hashem. But if they came into Eretz Israel and each person received a parcel of land, so Levi would also be involved with their own land and they would forget their brothers. So what did Hashem do? He said that Levi gets no land. No land at all. Wow. No land. Rather, all the other tribes will all get a little bit more, and from whatever they grow, they will give tithes to the tribe of Levi. They will support the tribe of Levi. And this way the tribe of Levi will scatter through the land. They'll be available to teach them and to be with them and to pray with them and to draw down heavenly blessing onto all the different tribes, and also to connect them, to connect the Jewish people to the upper worlds. This was the wonderful plan Hashem had. But this plan is only going to work if all the farmers do their share, if they share their tithes properly, so then they are promised prosperity. But if they withhold the tithes, in essence, they're stealing from the tribe of Levi. They have the share of Levi amongst their own share. Their own land includes that which belongs to Levi. And when they hold it back, when they withhold it from their spiritual leaders and their teachers, so they're thieves. And obviously then they bring down on themselves a curse. And for us also, we have to learn to work within our community. Many elements of our community contribute to the welfare, to the spiritual welfare and the growth of the community in different ways. And when we all work together, all those who are teachers and those who are doers, all working together, then we can bring wonderful blessing onto our community and onto ourselves. This is a message we have from this week's Parsha.